Hello there. I am here with my son, Blake Marino, who has celiac, and we are going to be Nima testing Insomnia Cookies. So Insomnia Cookies are delicious, and they come in lots of different flavors, but they do have a chocolate chip gluten-free cookie. So we are going to be Nima testing it today to see if their cookies are indeed gluten-free. So we have our Nima tester, and we have our gluten test capsule that we will put a sample of the cookie in, and my lovely assistant Blake here will go ahead and, so I'm going to go ahead and open it up, and Blake, go ahead and put a little sample inside. Just a tiny sample is all we need. So I'm gonna go ahead, and probably might be a little bit too big. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a tiny little sample inside of it. Perfect.
The size of a pea.
Yeah, size of a pea. You're gonna put more in? Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and start closing it up. And okay, so we're gonna close it up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and
start it up. You have to
put it in.
All up.
Okay, so it says push button to start. So I'm gonna go ahead and push the button, and last test 99 days. Okay, what does that mean? Push button to start. Testing for gluten. Okay. So it says testing for gluten. Now, it typically does take about, could take up to 5 minutes for it to test, and then it makes these little chewing noises like someone's eating, and then it will come back, and you'll either get a smiley face that it is gluten-free. Yep, and I don't know if you can hear that. I'll bring it closer to the microphone, but you actually get a sound like someone is chewing, and it's working. So as we wait, we can talk a little bit about, so Blake has had celiac since he was 6.5 years old, right, Blake?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what does that make you feel? What do you feel? You want to talk to the camera instead of me?
Disappointing, because it's a whole life experience. It's kind of difficult to do stuff.
What is it difficult to do?
Difficult to go out because it's not. You gotta ask, like in the other videos, you gotta ask things are gluten free, and sometimes it doesn't always turn out gluten free. Like I said, you fill up. Yeah. If you haven't watched the other videos, go watch the other ones because they explain more about it. But
yep, so you can see that it's still running here. After it makes all those food noises, you get a little bar across the screen, and it is still it's still running. So it does take a little bit of time. So we are we've gotten very good when we go to restaurants at asking lots of questions. Blake likes to call the manager over. Sometimes he asks for the chef, and he likes to ask them all about how the food is made. Does it come shipped to them? Sometimes if it's a bun, he'll ask for it. If it comes in a wrapper, he'll ask for it not to be taken out of the wrapper. He wants to take it out himself, so that kind of makes him feel better. Udi sometimes has that. So we ask lots and lots of questions. There's been times where we don't feel comfortable eating there, and we have left. But we are very diligent. We occasionally will bring the Nima with us if we're not quite sure. We even bring our own hamburger buns
True.
with us.
It's not worth the risk if you're not exactly sure if they have it or not. So just bring one anyways. Trust me, it's not worth to throw up for 6 hours.
Yeah, so there's all different types of celiacs, and we've known people to be to have celiac with zero symptoms, and unfortunately, Blake is not one of those. So anytime he ingests any kind of gluten, he ends up getting very, very sick. So we do cook just all gluten-free in the house. So my daughter does have a little toaster oven where she's able to put gluten products in, but otherwise we do just cook gluten-free in the house. I cook everything from scratch, so it's really never an issue. But yeah, we've made it work. It was dreadful when we first found out, but moving forward, we have certainly made it work for us and our family. So again, it does take a while. So I'm just going to show you the photo. So that little line is moving across the screen, and we are still waiting, hoping it's going to be done soon, so we can give you an update.
It's more than halfway down the bar.
Yep,
it's like
almost
75%.
Yeah,
so.
and Blake is super anxious to try these delicious cookies, and they do
They look good though.
Yeah, they do look good, but they do look different than the gluten alternative. So I'm pretty hopeful. When we did pick them up, we did ask if they make them there, and they said they do not make them there. They actually get shipped to them, and they put them on a tray. They do have a separate gluten-free tray, which is definitely hopeful, but we just want to cover all of our bases. Not worth getting sick over a cookie. So just want to double check and make sure everything's indeed gluten-free, and that line is almost at the end. So we are so close. So we'd love to hear from some of the other people that follow Blake about, is there anyone else that follows him that does have celiac, and what are some of the tricks that you guys use at different restaurants? And here we have it. Blake, you want to go ahead and show them?
Has a smiley face, that means it's gluten-free.
Yep. So Blake, you want to take your first first bite?
That means it's gluten-free.
Yep. So Blake's gonna go ahead and take his first
Here's
bite.
part of the
It's
cookie.
really gooey. It's really gooey and looks pretty delicious. What do you think, buddy?
It's good.
It's good. Excellent. So you know what? Here we are. Feedback is Insomnia Cookies are indeed gluten-free. Go ahead and enjoy them.
Worth trying.
Yep,
Definitely.
worth trying. Thank you again for your time.